Welcome. Today we'll be talking about legends Roger L. Jackson and Kari Wahlgren. Their birthdays were yesterday's, but since we were talking about Tom Kenny, I was like, yeah, let's give them a shot for a Sunday stream.
And
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Also, continue talking, and till I get back, because my mom's going. Continue talking.
Okay.
And even though it is great for us to do this, it's just one of those many things, like way long ago in the past, where the internet doesn't know what the freak to tell you, like to get their information, the right information, because Roger L. Jackson and Cap Susi, yes, that's like another legend. They're like some of the many two of the many people whose like which birthday is to be exact, because how are you supposed to know which one is which?
True.
Because I believe that in the past, like I had some research about like if it was either July 13th or some other birthday, because it did say that, because the internet is just kind of stupid here and there, and the different year that he was born in as well. So.
That is confusing because wasn't there also a similar problem with Fred Taylor as well about his birthday?
Yes.
But
aside from all that,
no, I was like sighing because it was like, nobody could get their shit right.
Right. But aside from all that negativity, it is just, always a pleasure to just praise people. And whenever there's a chance, of course, like whenever we do these type of things, because again, we have done some in the past, but if there isn't anyone we haven't done yet, then if there's an opportunity to jump at that, just, if you're paying attention or anything, if there's nothing planned at all, or whatever happens, just do what you need to do.
I mean, yeah, first, because when we did suggest a Tom Kenny stream, because I know we've done that before, but we were just watching videos about him, but we didn't really express our opinions about towards like any of his roles during the past.
Right. I'm just making sure, because when you do like the same thing like over and over again, it get kind of like a little bit redundant a little bit, even though you try to spice things up here and there. But it's great that we did express just the roles this time.
Yeah, I mean another time, because I remember also in the past we did a Terror Strong stream, but again, similar to the Tom Kenny one, we watch videos. But when Christian did a stream with Terror Strong, Scott Manville, Christina Ricci, and Josh Brolin, that was totally okay.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, to keep us occupied for a little bit, why don't we start us off fresh?
Yes, this of course was my introduction to Roger L. Jackson, and yes, it did kind of like shock me much more with a voice comparison about a certain other character we do get into. But yeah, hearing about like how Roger came to be like one of those many guys that was like interested in just had a knack for imitating people, and I think puppetry one time. I think like he said.
Yeah, you're right, because it was 2 years ago. I watched this video by Roger L. Jackson because he was answering fans' questions, and yeah, he did talk about puppeteer because, who was it? Oh yeah, one of the people that he was inspired by was Paul Winchell.
That's good influence. Yes.
Yeah, and yeah, during that answering fans' questions, I remember some impressions he did, like a Pee Wee Herman impression, Ralph the Dog impression from the Muppets. I was like, oh, this is pretty good.
Agreed.
Yeah. Well, yeah, similar to you first, this was also my introduction to Roger L. Jackson. And yeah, Mojo, he's like one of the top villains, but he also does have his funny moments. Like that one episode of the Powerpuff Girls when the girls thought they were peeing in the bed, but it was actually Mojo Joe putting get the fucking water.
Yeah. And the only reason why is because, well, I just don't like you, and like that's your only reason, bro. Because yes, while he may be a genius, like what you said before, he's just one of those geniuses that just have the syndrome of being Plankton or Doofenshmirtz or Draken, one of those many guys that claim to be like evil geniuses but are a little bit ditzy as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Until suddenly at the end he laughed uncontrollably, and then he actually wet the bed.
Oh, Mojo, that's what you get.
But what's impressive about Roger as Mojo is, how he was able to just deliver, his iconic talkativeness, like always running his mouth with whatever like possible, repeating words over and over again, and well. I'm like that, and especially like what's more impressive, that one rant from the Powerpuff Girls movie where he had his villainous breakdown. He was explaining about like how he came up with his first brilliant greatest plan ever. It is really that good.
To be fair, the Pop-Up Girls movie, when he brought his own, army of, primates, that was his own version of Planet of the Apes.
Well, yeah, that's kind of like what he said.
Mm-hmm. Other episodes. Oh yeah. When you said the fast talking, because I do remember an episode where Bubba was pretend like she thought she was Mojo, and then she was talking like how Mojo does.
Yeah.
And another episode. Oh yeah, you ever seen an episode where Mojo, disguises himself as a little girl and tries to go to the sleepover?
One time.
And what about you, Massimo? Any episodes for Mojo for you?
Perhaps the candy episode where the Powerpuff Girls save the day, they get rewarded with candy, but then suddenly they had to like make a deal with Mojo so they could just get candy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There were times where Mojo could actually how could I describe this? Actually kick ass, because with telephonies, yeah, Mojo, him, and of course Fuzzy Lumpkins got so pissed that they started fighting the Gangrene Gang. I was like, oh, this is an epic fight.
More like a beatdown, because it's satisfying to just see them get to come up and all because of stupid Big Billy.
Yep. Yeah, because it's what happens usually in superhero universes. Like sometimes villains will fight other villains.
Big Ballet from the Gangrene Gang. Would you like me to take a massage? It's message, dude.
Yeah.
Good times. But yeah, overall, it's Roger's top role, other than another one we'll be talking about soon. But yeah, Mojo Jojo, top notch.
Yes.
All right, next up, one of the boys he created, Butch from the Roddy Rough Boys. Yeah, while Brick and Boomer were voiced by Rob Paulson, Roger Jackson took the opportunity to voice, Butch. Yeah, Butch is high hinge. She's the crazy one.
I mean, well, fitting for his revitalization from him, because I gotta say, his original first look sucked. I didn't like it, but I mean, but of course, Roger is one of those many dudes that have like so very impressive talents, especially like doing a voice like that, high pitched, other than his trademark, like, but the way how his voice is in general.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, as I was going towards Butch's like craziness and all that. What do you call it? One of the few times. Oh yeah, when they came back, they became big and everything. It was just them playing hockey. I was like, oh damn, he was just so excited.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Mm-hmm. Joel. So by the way, I already put her, but from DC Superhero Girls.
Yeah, be sure that you do take a looking, because while we don't need to get every single role, it's just like what Blitz learned. It's just the memorable or notable ones, because that's what I kind of do for Hall of the Greats. I mean, yes, even though Hall of the Greats is over now, all hail the extra greats.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I have to keep reminding people, like, you forgot this, you forgot that, yeah. Well, maybe it's a 50%, but no. It's not just about characters, it's about greatness.
But maybe if they actually look in the description where you say more work, well, like how Fresh does it every time, then you know, okay, yeah, he did put it in, but not the clip. You gotta respect that.
Yes.
That's all it has to take. But enough of that BS. But yeah, that's what's your opinion with Butch?
Butch is a pretty cool villain.
What the heck is that? A blimp! A blimp! A blimp! Shut up, it's not a blimp. Yeah, it's your girlfriend.
Oh, wait. Oh, what about this? For a second, I thought you were turning girly on us. Yeah, and dumb. Jeez, Boober. If you're gonna do graffiti, at least do the spell of words right. Sheesh. Talk about dumb. Yeah, what a dumb bee.
Yeah, I remember in 2022 when we were doing the Powerpuff Girls episodes, I was like, dumbass. I was like, yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, which Powerpuff Girls villains do y'all think are anti-villains?
Okay, well, it's hard to tell because if I mean, like, well, I'm just gonna like do that right now.
Yeah, like I mean, I think the Gangrene gang kind of would have to be, because if y'all remember the Medusa episode where Medusa got all powerful, like
It's Sedusa.
yeah, yes, that one. If y'all
Mhm.
remember that one, like the Powerpuff Girls swiped the tiara off of her, and then she said she'll make it up to them, but then suddenly the leader said no thanks and made her fall into the trash water.
Well, that's not really them helping. It's like them getting tired of her bullshit.
Because yes, there is such a thing as everybody having standards, especially villains, where they are meant to be evil, but even they wouldn't go like a certain limit. And besides, there's no anti-villains in like the Powerpuff Girls universe, but creator Craig McCracken, he has created this spectrum about how evil or how dumb the villains can be. Like at the further end of the spectrum, at the further end of the line, it's the Amoeba Boys who are at the end of stupid. Well, him is pure evil, and Mojo, he's in the middle, so you can put him at evil or dumb. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
of course, sometimes Mojo acts good because, like, if y'all, plus there was a time where, like, there was an episode where he beat up he got really furious, and then he like beat up the giant alien villain,
Oh,
especially with the hard bread.
yeah. Wow. Oh, yeah, of course. Okay, just putting a little bit of history. If anybody never seen the Powerpuff Girls and like who's in the comments right now, of course, Mojo Jojo used to be a monkey called Jojo that was originally the professor's, but he's also the reason why the Powerpuff Girls are what they are today.
Yep. Yeah. And of course, we've seen the movie, and we saw how he made the Powerpuff Girls with Professor. He pushed him, which caused him to accidentally hit the Chemical X.
Bet Jojo, bet. Anyways, all right. And next, Fish, would you like to talk about the Roach Coach?
okay, even though I think I've seen like an episode about it in the past, he's not really one of my more like favorable characters. He's all right.
For context, yeah, from my side, because I've seen the episode here and there as well. Basically, yeah, he was this like middle-aged man, just like so tired of everybody's BS. But what was so shocking is that it was actually a cockroach inside a middle-aged man's body, like a robot suit.
Oh,
Yeah.
great! Now I'm starting to get freaking Men in Black vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, do you have an opinion, messing around with the Roach Coach?
Honestly, even though it's pretty crazy how he managed to like make millions of roaches infect go all over the entire city, and then suddenly, of course, next thing we know, after he falls in the ground, we sees that he's a robot.
But yeah, they said that before, but yeah.
Yep.
But yes, we do appreciate Roger L. Jackson for his work for the Powerpuff Girls. Did awesome.
Yes.
Next step. Yo, pick up the phone. What's up? True.
Yes, Ghostface.
Messman, would you like to talk about him first?
So basically, Ghostface is one of the most famous murderers from horror movies. Like if y'all seen the first Ghostface, the first Scream movie. Sorry, Scream. If y'all seen the first Scream movie, he mentioned there was like references to like 3 other horror movies. So he was asking a girl questions in order to spare her husband's life and like
Boyfriend.
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 hmm
And he said, "Who was the killer in Nightmare on Elm Street?" And she said Freddy Krueger. And he asked who was the killer on Halloween, and she said Michael. And then, unfortunately, she got the last question wrong. Ghostface asked who was the killer in Friday the 13th, and she said it was Jason, but it was not just Jason. It was also his mother, because if y'all remember the first Friday the 13th, Jason wasn't around yet. His mother was on the loose first.
Oh,
And
yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead. Like, yes, I am aware of that, but yes. So you were saying?
Yes. And after that, yep, Ghostface killed her boyfriend. And then last but not least, Ghostface killed her last. And then over the years, there became multiple Scream movies, and they were all pretty good. And of course, in 2022 and 2023, we got two new ones. There was the one from 2022. And then after that, there was, of course, the one that came out last year. And this time, Ghostface it has a little bit of gray on it. Mask has a little bit of gray on it. And now here's something new he does. Like in the beginning, like he stabs his victim, and his victim says, "Please, we need to finish the movie." And then he goes, "Who gives a frick about movies?"
That's what I also like about Ghostface because it's one of the first times I heard Roger L. Jackson curse. I was like, damn.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Same here.
Yep. And also, of course, in the movie, if y'all seen the new Scream movie from 2023, you'll see that they showed a lot of references from all the other Scream movies. Like there was the stained white shirt, there was all the suits and stuff, and like much more from every other Scream movie.
Mm, yeah,
Yep. And it was pretty impressive.
it was. Oh,
Oh, is he back? Yep.
oh, okay.
And what would
Apparently,
y'all say?
but
And I was gonna ask what y'all's opinions on Ghostface?
You first.
so, yes, I enjoy him as well. I did see the first Scream. I'll probably like get into like more like eventually, probably like around October. But again, I do like the voice. How of course Roger pulls off. It's just so filled with just malice and darkness and wait, that's the same thing. Well, just to show how just evil how anybody could just play the game, just for the thrill of just being a sick psychotic maniac.
Yep. Oh, and another thing I forgot to mention about the new Scream movie from 2023 is if y'all saw it, then here apparently it's the first time that Ghostface used a gun, because there was a scene in where he was at the store and he killed the store manager, and then he picked up the store manager's shotgun and he tried to kill his victims.
We did.
Wait, what?
No, I was like, we really advanced to that, didn't we? He just upgraded to like a knife to a fucking gun.
Yeah.
We can't always stick to like the like can't always stick to just
The same weapon.
traditional. What I
Yeah.
mean, like traditional stuff. Because with Jason, he's been known to just like focus more on other stuff rather than his machete.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's true.
All right. And would you like to explain your splits?
Well, I did explain a little bit, yeah. But what I also liked about Ghostface, because it's also during Halloween where you see these people as like Ghostface, and yeah, if you have like one of those Ghostface costumes where you can actually see the blood coming out the mask, I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
Overall, yeah, because I haven't seen all the Scream movies, but yeah, again, I do appreciate Roger L. Jackson's performance as Ghostface, as very evil and stuff, and yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Yeah. Oh, and of course, we have seen Ghostface in the Scary Movie series.
Yeah,
Well,
and
that's
that,
only just these are parodies.
yeah,
Yeah.
parodies.
Yep.
And now to something disgusting, Mr. Mucus. Yeah. So yeah, I remember watching these kind of commercials early on in my childhood. I was like, oh, this is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Same as you.
Yeah. Like, because I know, other than Roger L. Jackson, there's also, T.D. Miller, and I know there's a current guy that's voicing him, but out of, like, anybody other than Roger, was he your favorite or, like, somebody else?
Well, yeah. It was just shocking to like learn again way back ago.
Yep. All right, then. Whoa! Would you like to explain this first?
All right, and yeah, with Baby One, not to be confused. Okay, it all started, I believe, in the episode "Free Cake" from season one. Not to be confused with the first baby ever to speak, which was Reginald, which is, I guess, like the leader of the babies, the Guardians of Youth. Yes, it's the second one after Reginald. That was the one that was played by Roger, I believe. I mean, like it was it's just a minor role, but
Yeah,
but with the evil voice in the episode, what was it? First Day, yeah. Which describes how Mordecai and Rigby first got their jobs and how the first madness began in the park. So after Mordecai and Rigby were playing rock paper scissors like 99 times, when it hit 100, that's when a voice out of nowhere decides to just eat the chair and the whole world, and it's up to them to just put a stop to it, which they did.
Yep. But that was a good episode though. Even though it was kind of stupid, it was still cool.
And stupid how, to be exact.
I mean, to be fair, you're just fighting over like this couch slash chair kind of deal. I'm like, okay, but legit, there's a lot of that anywhere in your house, anywhere. But the fact is, it's stupid because at the end, got obliterated into half. So I'm like, what's the point now?
Like to be fair, I mean, like I guess it's just so special because in real life, Gigi Quintel and Dorfman Orman like found that kind of chair at a thrift store. So I guess
that's pretty cool. All right, mess man. Well, oh yeah, again. Okay. You know what I can say about Roger? He's somewhat of a scientist himself.
Both of them. Yeah, that's right.
Harry, go ahead with your opinion.
Okay, so Spider-Man Thunderbolt. It was one of those mini games that I wanted in the past. Like I really, really did want it after seeing freaking Spider-Man 3 at the time. And then yes, while I did learn, I mean, from other people's opinions, that is kind of like a little bit bad. I still kind of enjoyed like watching the cutscenes, especially with the voice cast. And Roger, he pulled off playing both Green Goblin and Lizard well, especially Goblin. And with Lizard, I guess it was kind of like a little bit awesome to make him more of an anti-hero where he actually teams up with Spider-Man.
And to your opinion, when Roger voiced the Green Goblin, was it on par with Willem Dafoe's a little bit?
Yes, yes, because it's funny because the game is based around the Sam Raimi movies.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, similar to you, because I remember a few months ago I was watching gameplays of Friend of Foe, the Spider-Man game from the 2000s, Enter Electro. It's like I don't get why people hate this because what I also mostly liked about Friend of Foe was like the game models of these characters. Like this looks fresh as hell.
Yes, I get, and another different reason why I kind of like wanted it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Green Goblin, I was like, okay, this is awesome because it also gives me when he voices Ghostface. And then with Lizard, I was like, oh my god, the voice sounds majestic in a way if you hear it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And then
it reminded me a little bit of Lizard from 1994. A bit.
Wow. It's pretty cool. And now to the sad parts. Bonko. Although I've never seen the full-on episode, would you like to explain if you've seen the episode?
I never saw it either. I just only got it for his episode for Hall of the Greats at the time. I believe that he's supposed to be like a parody of The Godfather or like something like that.
You're correct, yes. He is a parody of The Godfather, but as a clown. And this all started because number two made some like bullshitty like jokes at number five, and it's saying not funny. And these clowns started following him at lunch or anybody in class, basically. And yeah, basically capturing it, and that's where we see Roger Jackson's character saying about the jokes and everything. It's not that funny.
And this is a little bit awkward because, believe it or not, I kind of thought that Roger did voice grandfather, but actually learning that it was actually Neil Ross, aka Green Goblin from 1994.
I mean, yeah. Oh, speaking of Green Goblin, of course, like yeah. Other than Friend of Foe, Roger L. Jackson did play him in Web of Shadows.
Oh, I mean, like now that's the game that I do have, and it didn't really do so well for me, but good to know.
Yeah. But wait, just from your opinion, what didn't do good for the Web of Shadows? Like, what's it about the game overall for you?
It was one of the many games that I could never really finish all that much because like after I finished fighting Venom for the first time and I gained the symbiote suit, I mean I just couldn't help myself of just switching in and out of being amazing and amazing symbiote, and then that's when I learned, oh, I've been doing it wrong. Let me just burst through the walls. But I'm like, where to now? What's the
Burst
point?
walls, like the Kool-Aid Man.
I mean, like, I guess so, apparently. I mean, but I've tried other better Spider-Man games.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of which, the narrator for certain Winnie the Pooh projects. Would you like to explain?
It all started with me with the Book of Pooh. I have seen some episodes here, but to learn that Roger was the narrator was actually fascinating because he brings a much more just calmer, warmer side.
Yes, I do agree. Because yeah, although yeah, I've seen like him voicing the narrator here and there. I was like, okay, yeah, very good narrator voice. That's all from me. But yeah, he did pretty good.
Yes,
Peekaboo.
I see you.
that only works on Stewie.
Dang.
All right. So
Anyway, what I miss?
well, we're just
Everything.
discussing Roger's roles because we're almost finished with his roles anyways. But since you're here, you want to describe your opinion with his roles real quick?
Okay, Mojo Jojo, of course, an iconic dude. Easily like the true main antagonist of the show. Well, of course, other than him, but Mojo Jojo is out there. He's like one of the popular Powerpuff Girl villains, and yeah, the way he talks, like, oh, Jojo, like the Japanese accent, but yeah, the way that RJL portrays as him, absolutely perfect. And for
RLJ.
Butch, yeah.
You said RJL, RLJ.
Yeah.
My bad, bro. Okay, anyway, yeah, Butch, other than Rob Paulson, because he voices Brick and
Boomer.
thank you, Boomer. And yeah, Roger voices Butch, and yeah, he does pretty solid as the male version of Buttercup. And yeah, the way his voice is, love it. The road coach, I only saw him one time. I totally forgot about him until this. He is a one-time villain, not really memorable, but yeah, he's all right. But the rest, yeah, Roger L. Jackson is out there.
Awesome. And next for you.
Oh, you're back.
Okay. Okay. Well, he's all right. Let's talk about the creepy ass game of Alice in Wonderland. This was shocking and like wow.
I first heard about this game from a Villain's Defeat video, and not from stupid what's his face. Like this is from a different dude who did a much better, awesome Villain's Defeat set to the song "My Funeral." And like when I got to the part where Mad Hatter's head blows off, because yeah, it was in the third Villain's Defeat video. I was like, "What the freak is this? Why would you take a beloved children's classic?" Well, more familiar with the Disney one, and just make it like this. I mean, of course, there is a Johnny Depp version, but still.
I do agree. Yeah, because yeah, when I first heard about this game, but the thing is, yeah, to be fair, nowadays they're just picking anything from like Disney and just turning it into a horror film. To be fair.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yes, and I hate that.
No,
I'm
but
back.
okay. Hey, and I gotta say, when casting, I think they did good with bringing Roger L. Jackson voicing these particular characters, especially the Cheshire Cat and the Mad Hatter.
Cheshire.
Oh, sorry, my fault. But yeah, those are the ones I mostly know from him. Like, did you know any of the characters he played, Fresh?
I mean, of course, with other ones from Mad Hatter, and it's mostly the Cheshire Cat because in his version, he's freaking scary as fudge. Like the way how he is and the way how his voice like just fits for him is just uncanny and just uncomfortable. Like,
Yep. All right. Well, since you're back, Christian, I was asking you, Christian, your opinion with Ghostface.
Well, I was never really a fan of the Scream franchise, and I saw because Scream movies. But I remember when I was little, because I don't remember which one it is, but I do remember that it was a movie theater, and there was a black couple, and the husband went to the bathroom and he saw a few guys talking to each other, and while I was in the stall, he was listening in, and one stabbed a knife through his head.
yeah, that's the scary movies.
Yeah.
Oh. Whoops! Yikes! Okay, I didn't realize that was. Well, it was kind of scary to me. So that when we went to Color Purple. But anyway, yeah, Ghostface. Yeah, the way he talks, yeah, it's pretty alright. But what is shocking to find out that it's like this girl's like brother or friends, whatever. I don't get too much of the storyline to understand who is who and stuff. But yeah, Ghostface is iconic. You see his costume everywhere in Halloween stores and stuff. Almost everyone is dressing as this dude.
Yes.
So yeah, he's alright.
All right. And you have any opinion with Mr. Mikus?
He had many voices throughout the franchise. Of course, he's iconic, but nobody likes him because the way he's portrayed. I'm the Mickey's, I'm a bad guy and stuff. But yeah, I never really heard Roger L. Jackson's version. Really, what my main one I heard was Miller's voice. So yeah. But if I heard Roger's voice, I would like rank it. But right now, I never heard it.
That's all right. All right. Another particular one for you. If you've seen the episode, here you go.
Bonko.
You know
Remind me who he is.
The Godfather clown.
Oh yeah, totally forgot about that dude. No, I don't remember much about him, but I do kind of remember seeing the episode. But it's been like once, so but I'll say it's okay.
All right. Into one of Roger's last roles we will be discussing, the White Pumpkin from Minecraft Story Mode. So like during like many of the chapters, there was a villain called the White Pumpkin, like a jack-o'-lantern, but it's a white version. Had an accent and everything. I only seen the gameplay once, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool.
Never heard of White Pumpkin.
That's all right. But yeah, that's about it for Roger's roles, and now to Kari's. All right then. First up, Susie. Oh no, not her. Even Buford's scared of her.
Yeah, he's a bully. He bullies Belgie, but he's scared of that little girl. I mean, I don't blame him, but for someone as tough as he is, wow.
So yeah, little Susie is Jeremy Johnson's little sister, and she hates Candace a lot.
Yeah, she's that type of girl like, oh, nobody will be with my big brother because like he's all I need and stuff. But there's like one episode where she was hit by the truth ray, and her true colors are shown to her family.
Surprisingly, there was one episode I remember where she was Candace was like, "What? You're not gonna attack me or anything?" But she's like, "No, I only do that when you're around Jeremy." I was like, "Oh, okay, that's the case."
What the?
This little girl is out of her mind. But the way Kari portrays as her, yeah, she did pretty good. Both cute and scary.
And Fresh, any opinion from you?
Well, you kind of like summed up everything. I mean, well, it is kind of a little bit like mix here and there. Whether it's like whether Candace deserves it, for her reputation of just being an annoying tattletale, but or not, because come on, like you're really just gonna like blow her chance to just be with her would-be boyfriend.
Yep. Of course. If it wasn't for her,
Candace has been done dirty with her. Like her shoe got flushed in the toilet by Susie's little dog, and then she got her squirrels underpants. Squirrels, because Susie knocked acorns into her pants with a golf club.
yeah. All right then. Next up, yeah, Charmcaster, Gwen Grey Matter, Young Hex, Rojo, Victoria, Mel, Helen Troy, and more from the Ben 10 franchise.
Okay. Of course, I'll start you off with, since you do have her profile picture.
All right, Charmcaster, she is the niece to, of course, Hex, daughter of Spellbinder. But yeah, just doing all these kind of spells, and it's her main mojo. Okay, of course, in the original series, just trying to like get the Omnitrix. Of course, there's this one episode where she was trying to switch bodies with Ben, but made a little oopsie, and yeah, switch bodies with Gwen, of course. And yeah, Alien Force and Ultimate Alien, that's where she had her true villain arc, because she went all in. Because I remember this one episode where there was a universe where she took over. If you remember that episode, Christian.
I do, because Gwen had to go back in time to prevent the Cameron's mutation, because they were like messing with the Omnitrix, and then when she went back to the present day, apparently Hex took over, and yeah.
And yeah, towards like Ultimate Alien is like where it all began as well, because finally seeing who Bunny looks like, but it's only like a spirit or something. And oh yeah, just whatever you do, don't be a dumbass like Michael and call her Heather.
What is my name? Heather? No, it's Hope.
Hope. But
man, one scene, Ben asked, "Is she cute?" And then Kevin said, "Brandon cute. She's hot." Kevin.
Hey, this is the same dude that compared women to cars. Come on, man, give Kevin a break.
Well, that's true, but still, the fact that Ben asked Charmcaster she's cute. I mean, Ben never even mentioned that Charmcaster was hot or cute in the original series. So the fact that he asked that, Ben, what is wrong with you?
I mean, this is the guy that goes to girl to girl to girl. This guy has Riz. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right there.
Yeah. But I gotta say, Omniverse was kind of like iffy here and there. I was like, it's mixed for me, because now she's a little bit cuckoo, because now she's talking to her little bag over there.
Yeah, they kind of retconned her a little bit.
Yeah. But overall, this was my introduction to Kari, along with Phoenix and Verb, and she did great as Charmcaster.
Yeah, and I'll mention the minor roles. So yes, Grandmother is alternate universe where Gwen got the Omnitrix, and Ben made her transform to Grandmother, and she was chased by a raccoon. She did all right. Young Hex only one time, again minor, because episode where he wanted to get younger because he's like growing old and weak because of the found year. That then all 520, and then he got turned into a little kid, and that's where Ari got to provide. Rojo. Now, of course, Rojo, is like one of the big bads of Ben 10. But of course, she only appeared a couple episodes. But yeah, Rojo she's pretty feisty. Now, what was it? Alternate Alien where she voiced her?
Yes, that is correct.
That's right. I did not like her alternate alien appearance, to be honest.
I mean, to be fair, that was the episode where all like the villains were trying to get close to Ben's family to hurt them. So like, because you already saw like 7-7, Rojo, Zombozo, Volcanus, Charmcaster. So yeah.
For her original series and Omniverse design, Victoria, she appeared in the Galactic Monsters arc, because she's like Transilien, which is a Frankenstein species on a planet called Transo. At first, well, her and the others don't like Ben because to them, humans and other people are monsters. So it's kind of iffy here and there. But when Ben got Zits and also them, she started falling in love with Ben just because. Yeah, it's the whole thing until his Zits got removed and she stopped loving him. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'll let you explain where it was.
Okay, Mel, along with her sister Marge, they first appeared in the episode Need for Speed because that was also the first appearance of Lagrange, and yeah, it was basically the racing episode. If you saw it,
Well, not particularly, but no.
and then Helen, she was also a minor character, only appeared once. She's a friend of Phil, and of course, very high tech, and she was pretty cool. But
Actually,
pretty much, yeah. But now to kick some ass with Tigress.
oh yeah, Kari
What?
as Tigress, she did great.
Yep.
I do agree as well. Yes, and you first.
Well, well, yeah, she did match Angelina Jolie, so there's that. But it's something about her that's kind of like different from the movies because like in the movies where she kind of like softened up to Poe and later on in the franchise, he but must have been an echo, but in the series she's kind of like a bit much more of a sour side and much more deadpan and but it still kind of like works to her character. It's like she's still great. She's still like one of the greats.
Yeah, it's true.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, I saw Kari's Instagram yesterday. She had a birthday lunch with Susan Blakesley, D. Bradley Baker, and Carl Sauce Rocky.
No, that's nice.
Off.
Yeah. All right, next up, Chelsea from Fish Hooks and Snake. Yeah, Chelsea. Chelsea, of course. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh man. Okay, the way she talked is like, oh my gosh, stuff. And every time she talks about like beauty and stuff, they have a close pan of her face and hear her, come on every time. That's just it's hilarious.
Yeah, Chelsea. Yeah, although she's not like one of the best characters, but I guess like, she was like one of the funniest ones because of Christian explaining how she talks and everything, and how she sometimes how she could give advice to Bay. That's pretty much it. And of course, with Snake along with Mouse at the end of the episode, you would see them talking here and there. That's pretty much what it is. Ooh.
Well, there's like an end credit scene where Mouse had X-ray goggles and she was looking through Snake's stomach and she saw mouse skeletons.
Oh yeah, that was awkward.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next one. Go ahead first.
Yes, Honey Patowski,
Honey-
the mother of the family. I just gotta say, she's at least one of the more better and caring cartoon mothers out there. And I guess one of my favorite moments was the episode "Not Without My Cereal," where of course Kik tries everything to just get his cereal, watching out for Brianna, avoiding Glenn, the grocery store man, and like this one part was like, I would be. Let's see. What was it? What was it that she said?
Oh wait! I remember because Kik was like, yeah, with Glenn, and he slid over it, and she was looking to the guy next to him, and she was commenting on like not touching her buns or something.
Yes, her actual literal it was like hamburger buns or hot dog buns, whichever buns there were. But it was just after when Kik's helmet accidentally just boop, right in the butt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oops.
Yeah. Yes, I agree with your opinion, caring mother. But what shocked me in one of the episodes, she used to be a daredevil herself as well.
Oh yes, I do remember. I saw that before.
But overall, Kari did great as Honey.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, monkey. Would you like to talk about this monkey?
Okay, well, like
Nova.
Nova. She's the token female of the group. Like she's known for her power fists. I do like remember that. I'll get more into detail later in the show. Like it's one of her more tamer and of course adorable roles. So there's that.
I do agree with the taming part, yeah, because I especially like those moments with her and Sparks because they kind of get into it, but at the end they take it as a joke as well. But yeah, anybody else have an opinion with Nova or no?
I think she's cool.
I like her look. I like well, she's not the only female because there's other character that is part of their team, but yeah, she's the only female monkey of the group. But yeah, I like how she is portrayed as Kari. She did pretty great.
All right.
Yep.
Well, I better refer that to the news with Shonda Mendes. Yeah. Yeah, as I said, she's a reporter here and there, just on the news. But of course, she has a certain, like, admirer, especially from Toba Determined. And that's a weird person. Yeah. Yeah, but that's basically her character. Now, yeah, with Pacifica's mother, Priscilla, she is horrible, along with her father. They're just bad, like very bad parents.
I mean, like what you expect? Just standard rich folks who think they're just better than everybody.
It's so bad because when I first saw the episode, I was like, "Why are you using a bell like to her ear? Like, dude, that's not cool, dude."
Well, yeah, it's kind of like seeing her more as like an object rather than your own kid, because something like that is what you do, kind of like do someone like a dog or yeah, this is just kind of like a little bit,
Mm-hmm. Now with Polly, she's like the one golf ball girl that was telling Big Harry not to do it.
And if you say do it, like
like sacrificing himself basically.
in order to get the ball through, and yes, the go ball through, because this was meant to be a little bit of a dark joke, because you're just wondering, like, when is the golf ball gonna like come out of the hole? But then, yes, Big Henry just had to, he sacrificed himself, and then it just doing it for Polly. And I mean, like I heard from a Schaefer's review, so there's.
Now with Mrs. Pines, yes, just voicing her for that one episode about like Stanley and Stanford's like past, and yeah, again, not one of the best mothers here and there, but yeah, I mean, what can you do? Perfect. Next up, go ahead, Christian.
Yes. Okay. It's gonna be hard to explain the whole franchise, but if you play games and watch gameplay, whatever. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you, but you were glitching.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, Stitch, you need to fix that glitch before you end up in a ditch.
Because of that bitch over there.
Oh.
Well, I thought we were rhyming because there's my boy Mitch over there.
I mean, of course. I mean, like we're still going at it. Like, of course, I was laughing because you're just the funny one of the group. But if we can keep on going or something.
There's the bitch over there, and it's my boy Mitch over here with a titch ass. I hit your hick. Oof. Hey, Christian, if you care, can you leave him join because your mic's like glitching. Hello. Hello.
Hey, Stitch, fix the glitch before you end up need to get there in the pitch.
Or does he end up like Mitch in the Pop Girls? What came out of your mouth?
Probably a hairball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hairball? What, you lick yourself or something?
Oh no.
Because that's kind of concerning. Like,
seriously, what was that?
I was just making a random sound that Peter Griffin made.
Was it like when he was eating that rice cake or something?
Well, actually, it was basically from the episode where Lois did karate,
Oh.
and like Peter was like mad at her. Hang on.
All right. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we
Okay.
can.
Yeah, Bob. Let's do it.
All right. Now, okay. It'll be a lot hard to explain the whole story between here, but if you watch the gameplay or look it up online, these two. But yeah, Katana's like princess of this town in Outworld called Dania and stuff. She's like one of the classic Mortal Kombat fighters, and she went voiced by Kari until NK11 and onward. And yeah, she's pretty awesome in battle of the short fans. Now, Melina, of course, she's a clone of Katana because a whole different story. You have to look into it. And of course, in
Yes.
NK1, they're actually true sisters, a whole type of deal. But the way the voices are, Katana is more normal. It's kind of like one of Katana's more like common worlds, but for Melina, it's more raspy and it's kind of like that. And the way she
Yeah.
does it, it's so perfect. It's like she was born to play as Melina.
Yes. And plus, Kitana and Melina were both the daughters of Shao Kahn.
Well, yes and no, but again, you have to like look it up and see the whole story. But that's all I have to say.
Or
She
you
did
just
great.
him briefly.
I mean, yeah, Christian. If you have any more information, you could tell right now if you want.
I would, but it'll be like making the stream longer. But okay,
Just
long
shorten
story
it.
short,
Yeah, you could just shorten it if you want.
yeah, short. Long story short, like Katana is like the daughter of Shiva. I got killed by Shao Kahn and married Shao Kahn. Katana hated Shao Kahn and mother, and then she got cloned and came out. Hello.
Echo alert.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, Echo. Let me check. How about now?
Testing.
We hear you.
Yeah, I think it's gone.
Mhm.
But yeah, Malia was a clone because of Shane's son experimenting stuff, and she's a lot more savage and stuff because she got DNA from Baraka and stuff. Yeah, that's how I would shorten the story. But again, look it up to see the full story.
Yes. Okay. Yep. And of course, I know, if y'all seen the Mortal Kombat movie, only Melina was in it, and there was no Kitana.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, in the first one, Katana was actually in the movie. Maybe she was in Marco Annihilation or the reboot one. I'm not sure because the second one, Annihilation, sucked.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But all right. Now let's go fast with this one. Keta from Breadwinners. She's basically the mechanic for both Swayze and Badus whenever they had to bring their breadwinner van. And I gotta say, she's very creative. That's all I have to say.
She's one of the more better characters. The show sucks, but she's one of my more favorable characters because like she's the widget of the group and actually one. And yes, that's from my side.
All right, and that's my and Christian. Have you ever seen Breadwinners or the character?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, Breadwinners is that duck show.
You know, it's stupid because I think I heard this once. Reason why it got canceled is because, oh, why are you hurting the ducks like that? It's a kids show. They're not really getting
Wait,
hurt.
that's it? That's the reason it got canceled, and not how weird it is. Come on.
That's one of the reasons. I'm like, wait, are you just mad because the ducks are getting hurt every episode or something?
Yeah.
I mean,
maybe they. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think one of the reasons She didn't say like about how weird it is about Soy Soy does the booty kick thing, but the fact that they canceled it because kids complained about ducks getting hurt. Again, it's a cartoon. They're sentient.
not kids, not kids. What do you call it? Hippies or activists. That's the main
Oh
problem.
my god.
Yeah.
Of course,
I-
it's gonna be animal rights activist. Of course.
You can't
Yeah.
hurt our ducks, man. What's wrong with you?
Okay, so even though I know it's a duck show, but I think maybe the reason why I think I know another reason maybe it got canceled. Maybe some people thought it was probably a ripoff of Daffy Duck and Donald Duck.
No, dude. It's only. I'm like other different shows have ducks starring in them. That can't just be like the only one. I mean,
That is true, yes. But enough of that. To another show. Michelle Beeks, aka Harvey's baby sister. Now, yeah, in the beginning of the series, started as an egg, but yeah, when she hatched from the egg, oh my god, this little baby, she crazy. She's evil and crazy.
what?
I
She's
don't
crazy. Oh, go ahead.
because I didn't know she hatched until you explained to me, Blitz. Because I stopped watching Harvey Beast because I thought that got canceled. But I didn't tell me this. I was shocked, and the fact they explained to me how evil she is, yikes!
Like, yeah, you think Fee and Fu were bad? She's much worse.
Yep, 10 times worse.
She's like Stewie Griffin, but she's going full on man because we know how Stewie is, but at least he, toned down a little bit. But she just go beyond.
Well, thanks for telling me this.
Yeah. All right. To the next one. All right. So before I explain my opinion, how about you guys?
I mean, like I guess like haven't really seen much of the show, but I guess it is always great for anybody to take care of a timeless honor roll to the best of their ability.
And you, Christian?
Okay, so for Zatanna, this is her first appearance in the DC Supergirls franchise. The way Kari voiced her, yeah, she did pretty decent, I must say, being main part of the group. But I don't watch it that much because I'm not a fan of reboots, especially this one. But I do appreciate the cast and what they're trying to do. But I prefer the 2015 version. But yeah, she did great as Zatanna. Star Sapphire, okay, she's different from the 2015 one. Star Sapphire and the original, she was pretty decent, a part of the team. Now this one, she's full on villain, and she's like a cheerleader and stuff, and like wow. And she has like a lot of heat with Hal Jordan because in the comics, Hal Jordan and Carol, whatever. But yeah, she did all right as Star Sapphire. And never heard of his boys version, but I do know that him and the other Teen Titans made appearance. Don't like their designs, but yeah, I did appreciate Kari's work in DC Supergirls 2019.
That's okay. Yeah. Yeah, it was Zatanna. I do like Kari's version. This is my favorite version out of all the voice actors because, people might say otherwise. But yeah, this is how the way she voiced her, the way her character is. And yeah, just being cheerful in the group. But what do you call it? I think 2 years ago, I believe. Yeah. There was an episode dedicated to Kari on our birthday because it was about Zatanna. And it basically showed her childhood. And it was really sad. Really, really
How
sad.
sad.
So basically, it was Zatanna because her parents would always fight, and then her mother left, and it was just basically her father taking care of her, which was really nice.
Wow.
But hey, it's good to dedicate it to Kari Wahlgren because it was her birthday that day.
Yeah, true.
Well, I'm glad.
Yeah, we'll start Sapphire. You basically sum it up for me, Christian, but also mention she's also the jealous type, if you've seen any of it.
Yes, I have. And please explain more, Blitz.
Yeah, you explain Hal Jordan, and whenever it gets to with the girls or the boys, it gets very messy in a way.
That's why I don't have a girlfriend. Yes, girlfriend here and there, but one reason I don't, because jealousy. Like if you have like a girl that is a friend of yours, yes, but if you're near her and you have a girlfriend, that's gonna cause some problems.
Well, that's their problem. Like from like their upbringing, how they were raised and stuff. That's people's problem. People have issues. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I just don't like jealousy girls.
And now with Beast Boy, there was an episode where the girls had to take care of Robin and the other Titans, and the way how Kari voiced Beast Boy, I was like, this is pretty good actually. Like, stepping with Greg Seitz but a little bit younger, I was like, okay, because with the other cast, Raven was voiced by Tara Strong, Cyborg was voiced by Phil Lamar, Keith Ferguson voiced Robin, and who else was I missing? If I was naming it right. Oh yeah, Beast Boy's over here. But yeah, I would say that episode in a whole was like, okay, yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Awesome to hear, guys.
Mm-hmm. Now let's talk about a very controversial character.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Man, would you like to start yourself, Fresh?
Okay. Well, Chloe. Well, I had no problems with Chloe, but bringing in a new character was kind of like a little bit unnecessary. But again, it didn't. Like, well, she was basically created as a Mary Sue character, which means a female character who has no problems at all, very successful in everything that they do. Because yes, Crocker did state that she's better than Timmy in any sort of way. That's the pure definition. She just wants to just make the world a better place in her own image, but is given Fairly Odd Parents because, well, like they're just only given to kids who have miserable lives, like Timmy. But I'm like, oh, because she's just failing at making the world better or something like that. But all I gotta say is, while she and Timmy may have like their differences, like they can still be good friends here and there. And well, Chloe and herself, she has an adorable design, and Kari did pull off playing her well to the best of her abilities. So there's
Okay, I do agree with you with everything you just said. The thing is, with your appearance, introducing Chloe and Sparky, the thing is, they introduced them too late into the season. See, if they brought them early, that's okay. But the thing is, because their Fairy Odd Parents was coming to an end anyways, and they just put two random characters just like that. To be fair,
You're right. And for Sparky, yeah, he just disappeared out of nowhere. And I have no problem with him. Of course, some people find him annoying. I had no problem with him. But yeah, Chloe came out of nowhere, like in the next season. Like, who is this girl? And the fact that Jorgen allows her to like share the fairy, like, why is that a thing?
I guess no
I
rules.
just said that there was a fairy shortage. That's why also.
Yeah.
And again, about Sparky, the reason why, and again, the reason why he disappeared is because that's why he was annoying. Like, he's so annoying that fans just wanted to get rid of him.
Again, I have no problem with Chloe and Sparky, but the thing is, because with the animators or like anybody that worked with the Fairy Parents crew, is that you introduce these characters late. That's the issue, late. Because again, if you knew the show was coming to an end, why add characters just like that? That's stupid.
Well, the show was getting stupid, like, further, because, like, repeating different plots or using the same characters over and over again, or just randomization as well. Just everything after, I mean, what? Season 8, I believe, because that was, I don't even know anymore.
That's right. Speaking of which, another Butch Hartman show, Buttons of Beast. Now with Amanda, this, how would I describe her in a way?
Beastess? Yeah, like she just hates Beast. She just wants like him to die.
Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah. And just trying to expose Beast as possible. And alongside her is Beverly, the girl in the glasses that looks like her. I'm like, okay, all right. I mean, the show overall is like, okay, so now I know why I lasted this only for one season. I was like, what was the point of this?
I mean, completely at a random, just for the little kids to enjoy. Hey, kids, we got a brand new show for you to enjoy. Yay!
What the f is this? Okay, so we basically got Lubert from, iCarly, and we got the toddler from Henry Danger, and we basically made them into cartoon characters. How about that, kids?
Yay! We just had monsters as our friends. Yay!
Yep.
It's the
I do
modern day
remember in
Monsters
this
Inc.
show,
for kids.
I do
Oh,
remember in this show they had a Fairly Odd Parents crossover.
I did see that.
Yeah.
That and before the show came out, it was Failure Parents, Tough Puppy, and Danny Phantom.
Yes. Now, that was a good short, but when I saw the crossover, I was like, wait, there's one problem, though. Mr. Turner, he's singing the fairies in Bunsen. I was like, shouldn't Jorgen appear at any moment?
Exactly. I feel like that's bad writing right there.
Dewey, like people who just can't get their stuff right, it's thinking like, oh, they're just doing the random stuff to just make it fit, just for the plot.
Yeah. But enough of that. Next up, a very particular good one, Starfire. No, yeah, one of the versions I heard was like, yeah, Justice League versus Teen Titans and Justice 2. She does really great with Starfire. I liked it.
Agreed.
Me too. Like, for me, it was versus Teen Titans and Justice 2. And it took me a long time to find out that she voiced her in both. And I agree, she did great. She's like one of my favorite Starfire voice actors besides Hayden Welch, of course. But yeah, Kari did excellent. And she's a much more serious version of Starfire. And she basically knows her way around Earth now. But and of course, her and Nightwing aka Dick Grayson are a couple in that universe. Yeah, I like how she is portrayed, and Kari should voice her more often. And I know she has, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He always says over media, so there's that.
Mm-hmm. All right, next up, Massimo, would you like to explain?
Jessica from Rick and Morty. Is that Morty's sister?
No, the girl that he likes.
What the one with the orange hair, purple clothes? You remember her?
Yeah. So like okay, so yeah, I know this is basically a character that Morty loves, and because like yeah, he has a crush on her and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Would you like to explain some?
Well, I do know like sometimes like Morty just tries to like, make it up his way to like, try to like ask her out or anything, but it kind of fails here and there. And like, okay, yeah, Morty, why do you even try?
Yeah, in fact, no wonder Rick gets mad at him a lot.
Well, geez, Rick, you didn't have to be so mean about it. Ah, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Now for a more kid-friendly version of a certain movie that I liked more than the movie, yeah. Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. I saw this on Boomerang when it first came out. This was a better show than the movie as a whole.
I've never seen the movie, but I agree with Blitz. And yeah, she portrayed Dorothy, and that shows she's the princess there, and that's basically her home and stuff. And I think that's pretty awesome. And Queen Ozma, which one was she?
Yeah, she's basically the queen, and she's a friend to Dorothy and the others. Like, yeah, what I also liked about it was like, yeah, how the animation was and how kid friendly it was, and especially, yeah, not only Kari, of course, yeah, Jess Arnell as the Cowardly Lion, Bill Frickelbach as Scarecrow, JB Corkett as the Tin Man. I was like, they did awesome in that show.
Yep.
Agreed.
Yep. Oh yeah, and plus, speaking of Wizard of Oz, we're getting another Wizard of Oz movie this year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's basically supposed to be
it's going to end up badly. I know it.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's basically just a movie about the Wicked Witch, basically.
Yeah, I've seen the poster. I was like, okay, let's see how this rolls.
Yeah.
And you're brand new fresh. Have you seen some clips of the show?
I mean, it's pleasant. I'll say that.
Okay. All right. Next up, Mina from Banakula. Oh, sorry. I've seen the show a little bit from Boomerang. I was like, okay, this is a really chill show. I liked it. There's something really bad with it.
Yeah, I like it too. It's one of my favorites.
I've heard of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mina's the one like who usually stays somewhere herself or have some friends over. And yeah, hangs out with all like the pets she has. And what else could you say? She's a sweet little girl.
Yep. And of course, Banicula does a good job protecting her.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Next one. Go ahead first.
Yeah, so Jiro from Attack and the Power of Juju. This is how I got introduced to Kari, and yes, she's the tomboy best friend of Tak, as well as the daughter of the chief and the younger sister of Zarya. And and again, like she's just only there to just serve as like serving on with Tak on along with his adventures beyond their like every step of the way. And even though people kind of like hated the show because they kind of like the game much more better, it didn't really sit well for its status as a show. But I still enjoyed it overall. Like she did have her hilarious moments here and there, and that's all I gotta
I
say.
actually have a game of tech called Tech and the Guardians of Gross.
Nice.
And first, remember that behind the scenes I showed you?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. Just showing everybody, especially John DiMaggio, Kari Wahlgren, explain their characters. Yeah, I watched the show a little bit here. Oh, Echo.
Yeah. No, need to step out.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But yeah, we could wait. Christian, you want to explain more about what you liked about the game?
Oh, Guardians of Gross. I'm first playing it, but yes, basically, so Tech, he was tasked to like clean up around this special gem thing. I forgot what the plot was, but he was so lazy. He's like, "Oh, I should use Juju," and then, but blam! Out come 4 other Guardians of Gross, and it's up to him to fix up his mess.
I see.
Well, yeah, I would love to like play more games of it on GameCube because I remember back when McDonald's was good, where you could play different PlayStation games. One of them was Tech and Power Juju's game, and yeah, I can't wait to play that if it's on GameCube.
All right. And then we wait. Oh, before I start the
What?
stream, do you know? Oh, I was saying before I started the stream, you know what I heard outside?
What?
So you ever seen like videos or like early in the morning you hear a familiar bird like chirping or like sound?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just heard that earlier. I was like, oh my god, I remember that sound.
Was it a?
Yes, it was that.
The morning dove.
Yeah. Like, cause I was next to the window and I'm hearing that. I was like, oh my god, that just made my day.
Did it sound like that?
Yes, as well.
Well, kind of similar, but everyone thought it was an owl. I thought so too, but then I finally saw on Instagram one time, and then my wish has come true. Who was the mysterious?
Honestly, I honestly thought the same thing too. I thought it was an owl as well. Maybe we should go to Hooters.
Damn, you know how bad I want to go?
Oh, whoa.
What happened, Chris?
Mastermind.
What? He's a man of a taste.
Why would you suggest Hooters?
Because
what? I love their wings. I mean, what's wrong with their wings?
Oh yeah, Christian.
Wait, you've been to Hooters?
Yeah, I've been to Hooters. That I've been there lots of times, and their food's good.
Oh damn, fucking lucky.
Oh my god, Mastermind.
What? You thought he was talking about the woman? Nah, man, he's just there for the wings. I mean,
I know what Hooters is. I just wasn't.
Go ahead.
I wasn't expecting Mastermind to like go there because I know what the place is, but I wasn't expecting Mastermind to go there. Like, wow.
No,
I bet you it's a good establishment. Like, other
guys,
than their what happened?
guess what my mom told me? My mom told me Hooters shut down.
No,
Oh,
this was my only
wait.
time. No.
Just now?
Wait a minute. I'm not
I
gonna
just
say.
I just shut down just now.
I don't know.
Wait, because Mastermind, the thing is, Hooters close in like certain like locations, a country or state. So it must have closed in your state.
Maybe it must have closed in my area.
Okay, I still have a chance. Damn. Okay. No,
Huh.
Christian, you gotta understand. Hooters is not just about the women; it's about the food. Like other than the wings, what else do you get there from Mastermind?
I like their wings and their chicken sandwiches.
That's every man's dream, just to go to Hooters and have some food. Who needs them women? We're getting canceled after this. Uh,
But nowadays, I usually go to Buffalo Wild Wings.
yeah, Buffalo Wild Wings is good.
Yeah, especially their pretzels.
Ever went to TGI Fridays?
I used to
I
go
wish.
there when I was a kid.
Mm. No, it's really good. It has good deals here and there. Because one of the first times I went, they had like a Jamie Foxx deal with like certain food selections, and it also had a Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul selection as well for beer or anything like that.
Here now.
All right, next one. This is to you and Christian. Go ahead first.
Aliens in the Attic. Yes, one of my most favorite childhood movies of all time. We're always glad to see it on Max. And what can I say? Yes, Razor is one of the more evil aliens of the movie. Like, she's known for her acrobatic abilities as well as her razor sharp, deadly claws, and having a little bit of a love-hate relationship with Taser as well. And everything about the movie is just freaking hilarious and epic as it can be.
First person saw that when I finally first watched it on DVD, it was pretty good. Yeah, and the way Kari portrays Razor, yeah, like you said, evil, and she's basically using a little bit of her Melina voice. But yeah, she's pretty alright. And I totally forgot about the relationship with Razor until you mentioned it fresh. So thank you for reminding me.
With Taser.
Did I say Razor?
Yes.
My bad.
That's all right. But yeah, other than Kari, of course, there was J.K. Simmons, Josh Peck, and Thomas Hayden Church. Yeah, I didn't see the movie, but they did good. All right then. Next one. If anyone wants to explain.
I never saw the show.
What about you, Christian? You seen it?
No, and I'm not a fan of the show, so I don't know who Shannon is.
What about you, Mastermind? You ever watch the show?
Wait, what's the show?
Okay, let's.
Okay,
Oh yes, yeah, I've seen it, and yes, I know who Shannon is. It's the orange robot.
Mm-hmm. And you want to explain more about her?
Basically, she's got like she has like saw powers, and like she basically like she works for the villain in OKKO, and like she tries to like do what all the other evil robots did, but unfortunately there was one hero she couldn't beat, and it was the coffee guy.
Wow.
Yeah, and like because the coffee guy was telling puns, and he was like making a fist out of his coffee, and then like she like turned into a straw and try to trap him in there, and then he said, "Did you use the last straw?" And then he punched her through there. Yep. What about you? Would you like to explain some Blitz?
I saw the show a little bit here and there. And yeah, But Shannon and her partner, like, yeah, they're pretty decent villains. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Alright, this is about to get loud, but with minor rules. Alright, so with Maggie, she appeared in that episode where Lincoln was having Luann, with her, what we call a job and everything, And when I got to, like, the golf party, and I was like, Tim, you're not making any funny audience.
It was awkward. It's been like, it's like, Luann, I need you for help. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't call you because apparently you stole my comedy shtick. But then like they decide to do miming, and then they just interpreted it as the way how they see life, and they ended up being a success.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then Mrs. Carmichael, she's Lenny's boss at her job, and yeah, there was one episode where she was accusing Lenny of like stealing anything like that, but it was up to Clyde and Lincoln to find out who it really was. But to only find out that it was Miss Carmichael's son who was taking all the clothes and making it into capes in the back room. Yep. Now, a very particular one, but it was really shocking when I saw this years ago. Yeah, Baby Scrat. I gotta say, Kari pulled out this role really incredible, and it was adorable how she was voicing Baby Scrat.
Yes, I agree too. I didn't really stick around to see it because, well, I was like reading about some stuff. But it is satisfying to hear that Scrap finally got to eat his acorn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
After so many years, Scrap finally ate the acorn.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Parrot.
Speaking of which, all right, Fresh, next up, go ahead.
Yeah, Samurai Champloo was one of the many shows, and it's an anime show, a show to my bro Jeff, and well, I like the action is all right. Steve Bloom is freaking epic, and I was shocked to hear that Kurt Thurton was like one of the other characters. But Kari Wahlgren as this character, yeah, she's like the token female of the group. She's just only there to act as, well, I guess. Well, I'm not like, well, I guess she's just nice. That's all I can really say about her.
Awesome. All right, next one. There we go. Now, for anybody that's played the game, like Messmer, I know you play Gotham Knights, so would you like to explain?
Yes. Basically, Harley Quinn is basically not really one of the most important villains you need to deal with, but she's basically one of the side villains I have to deal with, because like basically they put in like about six villains in there that you can fight. Like they put in Mr. Freeze, Harley Quinn, and Clayface, and also of course they even like put in the Court of Owls and Al Ghul, which is Ra's al Ghul's daughter, and like basically Harley Quinn, she's one of the side boss fights, and like she'll like fight you with her like hammer and stuff, and she's also got like a bunch of bad guy, and she's got an army of bad guys in like with mohawks and tattoos and biker outfits and stuff.
Yep.
And of course, basically when you're doing your main mission, like, she'll like she'll like put the evidence that you need on a balloon, and you have to chase after it. And plus, here's something funny: if you make Red Hood talk to Harley Quinn, and when she puts the evidence on a balloon, he'll be like, "Really? Do I look like I'm 12 to you?" And like,
Dang.
and yeah, like after you defeat her, she'll like breathe on the police window and draw like a dead Batman on there.
Damn.
And would anybody else like to talk about her?
Christian,
Well,
ahead.
okay. I never seen the game, but I actually told Fresh that because I saw in her post that Kari was going to play Harley Quinn.
Aw.
Yeah. And Fresh made another prediction that day, and yeah, I gotta say, when I heard Kari doing the voice for Harley Quinn, I was like, yeah, this really fits. And
Yep.
anything from your side, Mr. Fresh?
Like you just like said everything. So yeah.
Okay. All right, next one. Christian, you're familiar with Agent Croft?
Yes, a little bit. I've seen some episodes with her. She's like this like leader of the group. Frick, what was it called? Because it's so long since I've seen Earthspark. But other than that, she's like keeping into the Decepticons. But here's a twist. I saw on YouTube that she was a villain and stuff, and like most of her soldiers were like robots and stuff. But then after a battle, through Mandroid and whatnot, she got killed. Spoiler alert. Yeah. I mean, I didn't see that she killed, but yeah, hearing that she got killed, oof. But it's good that Kari got to voice her for that.
Mm-hmm. And was the group called Ghosts by any chance?
Yes, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Sad indeed. All right, next one. Fresh also predicted.
Yes.
Now, what do you call it? So in this Tiny Toons cartoon, it's very different from the original because, yes, Lola Buddy is now the aunt to both, yeah, of course, Buster and Babs, and it's pretty unique.
And I mean, like I do kind of like that idea of a retelling, and I'm pretty sure that she's a pretty decent mother in her way.
Yes. Yeah. Again, congrats to you first for taking another Kari role.
Of course.
All right, next one. And Christian, you're familiar with this role?
Wait a minute, who was Bashara?
Oh, that's Buster and Babs' mother.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, here you go.
Grimbella. Isn't she one of the Ghost Councils?
Yeah, along with John DiMaggio, Greg DeLisle, and Greg Baldwin.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah, she like I said, she's one of the Ghost Councils, and the first season onward, she didn't like Scratch because of how like lazy and unresponsible he is. But after the defeat of the chairman because of Mom McGee, if you watch the whole show, you'll get it. But in season 2 starring, they're like, we don't know what to do without the chairman, and Scratch suggested they should like chill out, and they also suggested that Scratch should be the chairman, and he did, and then whole lot of thing. And yeah, Grimbella is all right. I mean, there's not a lot more character to her. She's just like out there, but Kari's portrayal as her, yeah, she did all right, and the rest are great as well.
And yeah, another it was a little bit minor because it was only one appearance. Also in the first episode, she also voiced that ghost dog that was trying to like beg, to not let her go or anything like that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm. All right, next one. If anybody's playing the game.
Oh, like I have. So.
Me too.
Okay. So first you could go first.
This shocked me beyond belief because, well, in the opening where it just tells you the story about like what's been happening and everything, I mean, like of course you see the cast about their names because I saw like yes Kirsten Dunst there, but in actuality, I honestly thought that she did play like Mary Jane, but learning that it was already Kari, I was like, what? It was almost like her voice is almost like that. Like spot on as Kirsten Dunst, and she played Mary Jane very well. And one of my favorite parts of the game is like we had to carry her home dressed as Spider-Man, and she's always saying like, "Stop it! I'm gonna be sick. This is worse than a roller coaster." And then
Oh yeah, I know, because that's like one of the main missions, and whenever you're symbiote Spider-Man, she's like, "Put me down. This isn't. Can you stop that right now?" and all that. So yeah. But when you said that Kari voiced her, that is shocking because I thought that was Kirsten Dunst as well. That was pretty convincing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh, okay. But yeah, good to hear. Yeah, I did hear the gameplay too. She did good as Mary Jane. And speaking of which, another love interest, Gwen Stacy. You ever seen the gameplay of it, Fresh?
No, not really.
Okay, so I've seen a little bit of yeah, because this is the game where Sam Riegel got to play Spider-Man, and of course, when I heard Kari's Gwen Stacy, I was like, all right, this is pretty good, similar to Emma Stone's, but I was like, okay, yeah, it's pretty much there.
I wish I played the game. I know it's on Wii, but I'll play it eventually.
All right, cool. All right, next one, Fresh, would you like to explain?
Yes, I have seen it before. Yes, but yeah, Velma Green, like she started out as the best friend of Grimm, but I believe that it was a little bit of Boogie's fault because since he's so much of an a-hole, like she believed that Grimm cheated to become the Grim Reaper, like causing her to just not really get elected as what was it? As let's see. Oh yeah, she thought Grimm cheated when he was chosen to be the Grim Reaper when she wanted to be like electoral, like school principal or whatever it was or something like that. She vowed vengeance to just come back and just eat him as the Spider Queen. But up until Grimm told her about what really happened, all was like forgiven. And yeah, I do like her character design as well. So there's that.
Mm-hmm. Nice. All right, next one of her more popular ones as well, Emma Frost. The first time I heard her, Emma Frost was of course Wolverine and the X-Men, and she does really good for Emma Frost. It's one of my favorites.
But yes, it's make her sound just both sexy and dangerous because Emma Frost she could go either or as either like a villain or a hero.
Totally agree. Yeah. And speaking of which, another one, Enchantress. If anyone wanted to explain.
It's Hulk versus Thor where I heard her at. Yeah, once again, like it's kind of like what we said about Emma Frost in a way.
All right, cool. And what about you, Chris, about Enchantress?
And there's yeah, like I first said, Hulk versus her version is all right and stuff. I'm not really a fan of Enchantress and Marvel. I'm more like DC. Enchantress is more interesting, but Corey still did pretty good.
Mm-hmm. And another one, Invisible Woman. So yeah, the first time I heard her version was Hulk and the Agent Smash. Yeah, she does really good as Invisible Woman.
And for me, it was Lego Marvel.
I didn't know she was in Agents of Smash.
Yes, and as you mentioned before, Fresh with Lego Marvel superheroes, how do you think of her version?
Well, it's kind of like what you said.
Awesome. Now this one was a very interesting one. Like, yeah, with Wasp getting to play both mother and daughter, I'm like, that's pretty cool, honestly. So yeah, the first time I heard her Wasp was like, with Janet with Marvel Future Adventures, and she does really good with Wasp, I gotta say.
Well, if I heard it, I would agree too.
All right. Now, can you explain this one, Christian, or no?
I would, but I never seen gameplay of her in War for Chamtron, nor have I heard her voice. But I'll take other people's opinion for it. But I do kind of like her design in the game.
The same here, and yeah, I did hear her voice. I was like, this is a really good one for RC. So yeah. All right, if anybody's seen the show, go ahead.
Not really.
It's been so many years. I forget who Kimmy is.
Kimmy is the one with the oranges. She's part of the cheerleader gang and everything. And she gave us that meme or dirty meme, with her shaking her ass. Do you remember her?
Oh, whoa. I don't know why that came to me, but dang.
It's whatever. All right, first, go ahead.
This when I saw this Naruto movie, the third one, it turned out to be really awesome. It became like my favorite one, and Hikaru started out as like this spoiled rich prince that's whose attitude just really starts to get on Naruto's nerves, so much to the point where he wanted him to be a slave, but once he refused and shot an arrow at his head, it's just a fake one. It wasn't real. Like when he bopped him on the head, that's where like things kind of got a little bit much more complicated. And it even got so far, like when he goes to just buy this freaking zoo, as well as like all the animals, and like even like let them to just freaking drown if the boat that they were on just sank. But when Naruto was trying to snap into like reality to just say how rich you are to just just to be an a-hole. But it's later revealed that he was just only acting that way because he was just lonely inside. He just needed friends to be with. So Naruto and friends promised to just be there with him every step of the way. So yeah, it was actually really cool.
Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, man. Very nice. Very. When you bring Charmcaster into real life, go ahead, Christian.
Yes. Okay. I did not know that she was in what is her real place until Blitz that I was watching Wizards on Disney Plus and told me about. It. I was like, "What? She appeared in Wizards?" Until I finally saw an episode, season 2, I believe, and that's where she appeared in. She appeared as a secretary. Hard to explain, like mystery and magic and stuff. But if you watch the show, you would understand what was in. But yeah, she did great as her appearance in the show. It still shocked me that she in it. I explained to my mom like who Kari was, like she was a voice actor and stuff. But yeah, the whole show was pretty all right and stuff, and I'm glad I got to see every episode. And again, Kari did great. Sorry to be impaired.
It's pretty good. All right, the last one on our list. Yoko from Nicky, Ricky, Dicky, and Dot. So basically, Yoko is like their version of Siri, basically, or Alexa.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What does Yoko stand for?
Let me go back. But yeah, well, they got this new like Siri / Alexa thing. I gotta say, the voice she provided, I was like, this is really close to Alexa. So I was like, that's pretty good. Let's see here. If it actually shows what Yoko stands for. Nah, it doesn't really show.
Darn it.
That's right.
Well, to me, it sounds like YOLO and Coco.
Yo, Coco, come over here. I know your movie was awesome, but come over here, man. But yeah, that was pretty much it for both Roger Jackson and Kari Wahlgren. And yeah, happy birthday to them from yesterday, along with Tom Kenny, because yes, all of them are equally awesome.
As well as any other gods.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, I hope everybody like the stream, and we'll see you tomorrow for the Hulk ranking.
Yep.